Well, hello and welcome people of the internet back to some more Halls of Torment. Today I think we're going to be doing a Beast Huntress run here. We got the Hunting Spear and Hound, so we're going to be dealing with some physical damage, hoping to find some physical abilities. As far as what we're planning on doing today, I do need to, for my next main quest, defeat the Elder Giant. So we still haven't defeated the fourth map, the Frozen map. But as you can see here, I have done a little bit of grinding. We do have the Shrine of Torment available to us. So hopefully we can get that win today and then start doing the Shrine. I'm going to be honest, I don't know fully about all it is. I understand that it's, you know, basically the higher difficulties, but I'm not sure if you have to, because I've seen there's like Agony 1, Agony 2, Agony 3. So I'm assuming you have to beat like Agony 1, then you get Agony 2, which is going to increase these, then you get Agony 3. So we'll figure all that out later. Man, these plants have been ignoring me. I haven't been able to find them. I'm going to be honest. So I do have the necklace. Let's see. So let's take a look over here real quick. Not this guy. I want to go over here. I do have this Gatherer's Charm equipped. However, it says shows the direction to the nearest herbs. I have the only thing that it's really shown me is a green outline if it's close by. It hasn't given me like an icon on the map or anything to show me like where to go. So I'm not sure exactly if that's the only thing it's supposed to do is highlight, but I do have that on for now just to help out. I have been playing around with a bit with the blood catcher. That's been really good. This is kind of the build that I've been going with. I did take off the demonic bond. Unfortunately, I've had multiple runs where I've had the skeleton ring that I've wanted to get, but really but I've ended up finding other things that are more worth it. Still looking for the blood-soaked shirt though. Again, I've had a couple runs where it's available and I just haven't taken it. So hopefully we can get that this run. That'll be kind of the main piece of equipment that I'm looking to bring up. But we do have the iron ring for base damage. I also have the wooden ring for crit chance. We have wind crown here for attack speed. I have running shoes for movement speed. I have base block strength and health with the plate armor and attack speed on the quick hand gloves. So, without further ado, let's just go ahead and hop right into a run now. We're going to Frozen Depths. Let's go. We got very close before, very close, but unfortunately, you know, coming up short on the boss. Now, we do get our choice here. So, again, we're looking for physical because in the Beastmaster's kit, if we look at dedication, no, not dedication, the proficient stance, that is going to increase physical things. So that's mostly what we're looking for. Phantom Needle's pretty good one. I kind of feel like I want to go with the orbs because I think there's a quest I need to do where we do 3 million damage with the orbs. I played a run earlier today and I came just short at like 2.8 million. So I think starting with these is going to be pretty beneficial. So, yeah, let's go ahead and run over to both of these tags here. Let's get our, I feel like I want to get our crit chance up. Yeah, let's get that crit chance up. Well, it looks like our crit is already kind of decent. Where is our crit at right now? We are at, yeah, we're already at 53%. Not too bad, not too bad. I mean, we're getting an additional, what was it, 50% crit on top of this modifier. So, you know, that's adding, what, an additional 16? Yeah, not too bad at all. Here, let's go ahead and get the movement speed. We're familiar with this area. We know that there are some fast enemies. But we also got to make sure that our buddy here is helping us out, doing a bunch of damage as well. Alright, let's grab the attack speed. Yeah, this game, so I've noticed that this game definitely has a bit, oh, and what does force do for us? Force is, okay, piercing. We already have really decent piercing, actually. And max duration, so is that, no, we have permanent doggo, so that doesn't really do anything. What about hound? Does it do anything for here? Helps knockback. Okay, so force isn't that important for us, so let's go ahead and go crit bonus. I've noticed that there's a significant learning curve to this game. I think basically the way I kind of look at it is not only in terms of graphics are they trying to do. Yeah, so if we look here, no, it's not the I just said it's not the dedication, it's proficient stance. There we go. So you can see here that it has the physical tag. So yeah, we want to have anything with physical. That being said, I think I'm just going to go with damage and crit bonus. since multi-strike is not going to help out our orb attack at all. Would help out our spear, but I think I'm okay with just doing that, just getting our crit up. We're going to have a number of ways to take out enemies. Not only in terms of graphics and, of course, just like UI, just overall style. Let's see, and I don't really care about the force, health. Yeah, so we're going to grab movement. See, flight is better for us. But also just in terms of how you figure things out in the game, they're kind of hearkening back to what I attribute to kind of older school games. Because I remember playing games as a kid where the games didn't hold your hand at all. And not only that, but there wasn't any like online guides or anything, because really, you know, the internet wasn't super big. I mean, when I was a kid, let's be honest, there was internet, but it wasn't the sprawling landscape of, you know, instant guides wherever you look. And that's kind of what I've found here. There's a lot of kind of smaller, there's a lot of details that aren't like fully explained, and you kind of have to kind of figure them out on your own. Now, looking here, let's see, clay golem is physical, and that I believe is the only one. Yeah, so we're gonna go with the clay golem here, and let's go for more damage on the orbs. And this, you know, this game compared to a lot of other ones that we've been playing recently definitely does not hold your hand. And, you know, for example, there are a lot of quests. Well, I guess the best quest is the fact that, like, a lot of the quests, wow, I'm just talking in circles here. Force crit chance, I guess we will, no, I probably want the damage one on the weapon. Let's get a little, do we want to get regen going? Let's start getting my regen going. You know, the fact that there are quests that they don't necessarily tell you... let me put it this way. Let me put it this way before I get all tongue-tied again. Quests nowadays would more typically go along the lines of, you know, saying, go here, do this thing. Or even, hey, look around this area, there might be something that you want to see. Where in this case, it's like some cryptic, you read a book, and it hints at something. It's like, well, maybe that's a thing, but you don't know for certain. And so you really have to, like, think and figure out how to do these things. And it definitely makes it a little bit tougher. Obviously, you know, there are guides online, so if you really don't want to take the time to figure it out, it's easy enough to do so. Let's get the attacks. Actually, let's just keep getting crit chance. Let's go until we're almost at 100. It's not going to take us that long to do so. Okay, so obviously elemental, yeah, nothing here for. So let's just take the arcane splinters. I think that might be the best one out of all of them, especially since our main attack is so just like straightforward. There's the damage, so we will take that. You know, it's not like a great, it's not a great mob clearing main weapon, let's say. So picking up a few more skills that are going to be better at clearing out groups of enemies is going to be pretty good. I'm assuming that our spear is going to be pretty good at clearing bosses, though. We could take the crit bonus. We could just take the range. I think, yeah, I think I want to get the attack speed. So I want to get charging over focus. So let's go ahead and maybe I actually get my, no, let's get some more crit bonus. Defense isn't going to help us if we're not killing things. Okay, well, there's the base crit bonus. That's going to help us significantly. We could get the attack speed. I probably want to get that one, actually. Although piercing wind is pretty good. And how far are we at this far? Crit chance. Oh, we're still only at 56. Okay. So we'll get the piercing wind. 500,000 physical damage? Okay, well, apparently I haven't been playing with a lot of physical damage. I am very surprised. Or actually, no, that must have been, that was Beastmaster specific. Okay, that makes a bit more sense. Let's go for, let's just get the bait. Actually, let's get Astronomer's Orbs up. We want to get that to rank 3, so that way we can evolve it. Alrighty. And I keep forgetting which one. Attack and... No, we're going to go for the damage crit bonus for physical. So stuff like that, I guess, is a good thing to look at here. So we have our crit chance, right? Our crit chance right now is at 56%. We just got crit chance specifically for physical. So that adds on here. So the main lane has a crit chance of 65%. That is separate from this. Well, this crit bonus is specifically for hunting spear, right? So I guess that's the way to do it, is we have to look specifically at the crit chance for each individual thing, which is interesting, right? So like if we look at the clay golem here for his punch crit chance, he's only at 17%, but it's because his base is so low. And this is obviously the same thing. But we have the crit chance here starts. So why does the crit chance? I guess crit chance is probably determined for each individual ability, I suppose. Do we want to go for attack speed? No, there's the attack speed, so we'll grab that on the arcane splinters. Yeah, you know, there's a lot of different stats, and I get a good kind of comparison here that I feel like is a reasonable one to make, is like the difference in how stats kind of work here versus, well, I guess that's actually not entirely true. I was gonna say compared to Rogue Genesia, because Rogue Genesia to me has one of the most intricate and thought out ways to explain like stats with how many stats there are in that game. The fact that you can get full breakdowns of just everything, where it comes from, how it multiplies, how it adds. I guess that's probably the best way to explain it, is that a game like that explicitly tells you when it's additive versus multiplicative, whereas in this one, once you learn how it works, it makes sense, but it's not entirely apparent when you first come in. You know, example here, like, yeah, so you're looking at crit chance. Typically, you would look at this and it's like, oh, this is going to increase my critical hit chance by 10%. But it's actually multiplying it based on your crit chance that you already have. So this is it's adding a percentage of your base crit chance, which is a little bit weird, or not so much weird, but it's just different than how you would typically see this in a game. So there's the charging. We're going to take that, increase the attack speed. There's some damage in more area. We will take that one for our main weapon, and then we will take some attack speed. And base force. What does force do for arcane splinters? Force does, max duration. Okay, that's pretty reasonable. And projectile size. Yeah, we'll go with fading. Which is funny that it's fading, because it's kind of the opposite of fading. it's kind of duration. Yeah, that'll be pretty good. We can take advantage of that. I'm actually going to grab the base defense. I'm going to start building up my defenses a little bit over time, because I do want to have a little bit. I don't want to get hit a couple times then immediately go down. I want to have a little bit of recovery possible. There's damage in area. Yeah, we'll go with Power Bite. I think, too, as you can see, you know, the dog is doing a little bit of area as well. Or maybe that's the clay golem. Which one is that? Base health, pickup range, force. We'll do base block strength. Oh, that was the golem. Okay. I think that our dog might scale with area a bit. Sorry, I know I keep going into stats all the time, but I want to make sure that I'm kind of understanding what's going on as it's happening. So if we look at the hound, yeah, area radius. So I'm not exactly sure what he's doing that involves area radius, but he clearly has a modifier here for area. Force main health. No, we'll just grab the base defense again. And I think, too, having the area is obviously going to help out our clay golem as well. attack speed multi-strike. Yeah, let's go for relentless. I think that's a reasonable pickup. Nice, reaching level 30. Let's go for... Yeah, we'll keep grabbing some crit chance. It's quiet. Too quiet. I knew it. I knew it was too good to be true. Yeah, our spear is very good at single target damage. That's pretty impressive. Okay, I'm guessing this is the calm before the storm, because there is nothing here. All right, here we go. Now we got some evil polar bears. Evil polar bears coming at us. That's okay. I think we can take a polar bear. Some attack speed, roll duration. Let's go for bonus crit damage. Yeah, it's gonna help out our main attack here. Do some real good damage. Real good damage. All right, what do we got? Are we at level 3 here? Are we at level 3? I actually, let's see. Can I even check in here? 1, 2. Looks like we're only at 2, so I might actually have to wait a couple levels up. Although we could level this, yeah, you're pretty low. Oh, there we go. More damage. Okay, perfect. So now we'll go ahead and pick this up. That was actually really good timing. And inner orbit is great. Although I do kind of want phantom needles though. Inner orbit is the one I really like. Okay, I'm actually going to take phantom needles. I think because it's more likely that I pick up the evolution for astronomer's orbs later as opposed to phantom needles, and there's a lot less abilities that are physical, so I think it's more important to get that. So let's go. I'm gonna grab the base movement speed, increase that because we know how this area goes. We got some speedy boys in here. Ooh, just get some flat damage. Well, don't mind if I do. Don't mind if I do. Yeah, that's not bad. Arcane Rift. Oh, wait. Arcanes never stop moving. Instead of losing damage over time, they gain damage. So they're gaining base damage, but they're moving away, so they're not necessarily staying in the same spot. But I think that's fine. We'll take that. I definitely wish it was the inner circle, but that's totally fine. We do have multi-strike. Let's get the crit chance crit bonus on splinters. Movement speed. Yeah, we'll get the movement speed regeneration. Make sure we're light on our feet. Ooh, attack speed on phantom needles. Yep, that's a pretty clear pick. That is a pretty clear pick. That's going to be a good one for us. So at this point, I guess, so for, I guess a good example here of what I was kind of talking about before is I'm not sure if there are any other secondary quests that I need to do on this map. Enforce on phantom needles. I'm assuming that's probably piercing. Oh, max duration? Oh, and piercing. Yeah. So that I would probably want damage or, well, really either of the others. So I'm going to take the movement speed and regen. You know, because there's hidden quests, I'm not sure if I'm necessarily supposed to be... I guess the thing that I should be looking for is the plants. I've been having trouble finding those, because again, there's nothing on the map that's indicating... Let's see, damage crit bonus, but we lose some area. Let's start getting our clay... yeah, let's start getting our clay golem up as well. So that way, once we start getting some other tags, we can start evolving all our abilities. Attack speed. Yeah, I'll take the attack speed. Either attack speed or attack damage. I would take either. Let's get damage. But, like, it's lit up, but... Oh! There's arrows! Oh my god, I didn't realize that. Wait, it is just pointing all over the place. Why is it moving like that? Maybe it's not giving me an exact direction. Okay, it is all over the place. Wait, why is it spinning like that? It's like way all over the place. Okay, so I didn't realize that there was an actual compass here, but I'm not sure why it's pointing everywhere. Let's go for attack speed, move speed. Okay, so I've learned a little bit of information, but I still don't have, like, full information. Let's first focus on killing this elite, and then we can kind of... Clearly, we have to go to the right. I just don't know exactly, like, how far to the right I actually need to go. So what do we have here? Collar of Confidence. Gain a bonus for the amount of enemies in your pickup range. Ring of Fire or Ring of Thunder. Let's go for Collar of Confidence. Extra range or... No, we'll get base damage on the Phantom Needles. Okay, so we clearly have to go this way. Good God. You know how long it took me? See, like, that's one of those things where it's just, like, it's not explicitly laid out to you. You know, it's not explicitly laid out to you, so you kind of have to figure it out. I mean, once you realize it's there, it's like, oh, yeah, how did you miss that? Attack speed, multi-strike, damage, crit bonus, and we lose some area. Yeah, I want the density. So I get, yeah, it's like pointing me all over the place. I'm hoping that eventually it'll start to point the other direction, and then I know that I'm kind of in the right area. See, kind of like this. So I almost wonder if it's giving me like a range, like I'm kind of supposed to go in between the two. Oh, hang on. Okay, so one is clearly like up here because it keeps changing. So it's got to be... Okay. Oh, I see. The color's getting brighter because I'm closer. Oh my god, I'm figuring it out. I feel so smart. It's very close. I can smell it. Smells like basil. Let's go for damage. We gotta get this damage. Yeah, okay, we figured it out. We figured out how this works. Okay, so let's follow it down this way. Oh, now that we know that, we're gonna be able to clear those so quickly now. All right, yeah, there we go. Inner orbit, perfect. Although now I can start going for range. Now I can start... I mean, I've already taken a bunch of negative range, so it's probably, you know, it's not great. It's not going to really balance out, but now we can go and spread it out. Force range, attack speed, damage crit bonus. Take attack speed, multi-strike. We're doing pretty good with the crits. I don't need to force that as heavily. Yeah, we're somewhere down here. We're getting close. It's getting brighter. Oh, there's the well as well. Although I don't really want that. The color that I have right now, I'm not sure that I, you know, necessarily want to force that. Extra damage on our main attack. Damage crit bonus, but you lose more area radius. I don't know that that's necessary. Okay, well, that's actually what I was going to click, so that's good that my finger twitched there. Let's go ahead and grab the crit bonus. We'll keep getting our crit damage up. And we'll get Piercing Wind. The flat crit chance, I will take. There we go. Nice. All right, we have figured it out. We are 100% figured out. Attack speed, we love that. Because then I can stop wearing this thing. Right? That's the hard thing, is like, it feels like this is an infinite scaling map. And then when you put things on the map, like, to me, the way that I think about it is that if it is an infinite scaling map, how can you place... I guess you would have to randomly generate a location that the plants would spawn in. But I'm curious, then maybe they have like max range, like minimum and max range that it can show up in. Because otherwise, how would you do it? Because right, if you have a lockdown map that has a defined space, you could manually place it. But if the map isn't, then you would have to have some kind of algorithm to place it in. I'm actually gonna go for defense here. I don't know. I'm not. It's stuff like that. I'm not sure entirely how it works. Still kind of figuring it out as we go. But I feel like we took a big step forward learning how to use the compass today. That was definitely, you know, like I mentioned at the beginning. I like that I mentioned it in the beginning and then we figured it out in this episode as well. That way you guys don't have to go multiple episodes of me being like, I don't understand this. And since I record stuff all at the same time, you know, for 3 different episodes, people are like, you still don't understand. It's like, well, I didn't understand 2 hours ago when I recorded either. You know, you're talking to me in the past. Force health area, base regen. Is area helpful to us? Area, I don't think is super helpful to us. I mean, it helps a little bit, but I think I would rather just get like the base regen. Yeah, this is going quite a bit differently than our previous run on this map. Quite a bit differently. Who do we try this first? Oh, right, we tried this first with the Shield Maiden. Yeah, we'll get roughness. Yeah, that was a little bit rough that first try. To be fair though, we have more meta progression filled in now. We also have the... Oh, you know what we should talk about? The system that uses the tormented souls. Not sure how I feel about how it's laid out. Oh, that's a lot of damage. Okay, we'll take the Astronomer's Orb damage. So the way it's laid out is you can use a tormented soul, which you get from defeating boss. You get 1 from defeating a boss, and you can use it to... Let's see. Oh, they deal fire damage, but I don't want to turn it from fire damage. Yeah, this is going to turn it into fire, not physical. So I don't want that. So I suppose I'll just go Hugel Blitz. Yeah, it's either that or half a level. Might as well just take another ability. Although I guess the downside is it's going to flood my pool with stuff that I'm not like super concerned about. I don't know. I suppose it's fine. So you can use your Tormented Souls to like very lightly increase some of your base stats on all your characters. However, I'm very happy that the developers allow you to reset your souls for free, because you really can only put them on one character at a time unless you've been playing for a really long time and you have enough souls to just, you know, have all your souls on all your different characters. So this is going to take off physical, so we don't want that. So let's just take Radiant Aura. And so what I find with the system the way it is right now, every time that I swap and play a different character, I have to go into that menu, refund my points, swap my points around again. And, you know, while that might not, you know, while that might sound like, oh, it's a first world problem, you got to take an extra 30 seconds to respec your character, It's like, I just feel like that could probably be done a different way. Like, if you're going to allow us to refund points freely, I don't see why... Maybe there is a reason, and I'm just not thinking about it. And if there is a reason, please, you know, enlighten me here. But why wouldn't you just have every character have the same amount of souls? I.e., if you have 5 souls, your swordsman, your cleric, your beast huntress, all of them, why not just have them all have 5 souls and have the pools basically shared but not exclusively? So basically, once you get a soul, it gives 1 additional soul to every character. And then you don't really have to refund, and it's basically the same thing. It's just you take an extra step out. I'm not sure why that's the case. Maybe there's a reason farther down the line that I'm just not familiar with right now. As for the reason why that's the case. But on the surface, right now, when I'm looking at the system and how it works, it's essentially the same thing, right? Because if you can allow your players to refund freely, well, then they can just freely swap out points from character to character. It's not a big deal. Versus if they all... Basically, you have like a global soul count. So, you know, you just... Let's say your protagonist, even though we don't really have a main character, they just have X amount of souls. And those souls can be applied to every different character at the same time. I think that makes a lot of sense. But then again, like I said, there might be a system later on for why that is not included. In which case, I would have to reconsider my position. That being said, I am very happy that that system is there. Oh, that's a lot of base damage, okay. I am very happy that that system is there. You know, I think I mentioned it in one of the first videos that we did on this game. When we were doing meta progression, first of all, when I looked at it, I was like, oh, there's not a whole lot here. I didn't realize that you had to unlock not only, like, basically, you have to unlock each different like stat of meta progression separately. And so obviously now, like when we looked at the beginning, you know, I have a bunch of different meta progression stats. But one of the things I'd mentioned was like, oh, am I going to be able to meta progress each character individually? And luckily we can, so we can kind of highly specialize the characters that we need to, which is pretty nice. So I need this Elder Giant to show up. I'm assuming it's going to be one of the last elites, maybe? I don't think it's the... I'm pretty sure it's not the final boss. Might just be one of the elite. Oh, mate, you know what? I bet it's the one that we called Krampus. I bet it's Krampus. I think defense is going to be more important than block strength for the bosses specifically. But I'm going to take the move speed regen. Right, because I don't think I'm really blocking any boss damage. But defense will help mitigate some of that damage that we will very likely... Yeah, see, that is not Elder Giant. That is very much not so an Elder Giant. Might not know what he looks like, but I know he doesn't look like that. Yeah, we are just smoking these elites. Anything good? Ring of Thunder, Elven Slippers, or Maiden's Tear. Takes 30 seconds to charge when hit, negates damage. Charge to use, gives force and damage bonuses when overcharged. If I didn't want this, which is better? Elven Slippers or Maiden's Tear? I think probably Maiden's Slippers. Let's go for extra damage. Wait, we haven't walked 10,000 meters in one run? That must be a Beast Huntress specific quest. Has to be. Let's go for... Sorry, my roommates texted me. Got to keep an eye out. My brother earlier, I was recording, and he's being super nice, and you know, I mentioned in one of the previous videos I did that this is his first apartment outside of my parents' house, and so he's being like super respectful for everything. He's making sure that like he knows what he should and shouldn't be doing living in a communal space, which I totally appreciate. And I talked to him last night, and I asked him if he was comfortable using our washer and dryer, because he used the one at my parents' house, but you know, new stuff, he just wants to make sure he's not messing anything up. And he was like, yeah, you know, I might do some laundry either tomorrow or the next day, and if you could show me real quick, that would be nice. And I was like, yeah, no problem, that's easy enough, it'll take us 30 seconds to go over it. Well, he texted me because he heard I was recording, and you know, he just said, hey, can you help me out? Well, I didn't see the text. It had been like half an hour, and so then he called me. He's like, I'm outside your door, can you help? I was like, yes, of course. Sorry, I didn't see your text. Because of course, right where I'm sitting, I have a desk lamp, and it's literally pointed right at my phone, so there's a giant glare on it. Probably should fix that. Just move my phone over a little bit. I also had a very weird... Okay, let me talk about this for a second, because I had a very weird situation happen yesterday. It felt, I'm going to be honest, it felt like I was in a bit of a horror movie. So, yesterday, my fourth and final roommate came over to sign the lease and get his key. And so he came over and just, you know, real quick, he's a pretty quiet guy, or, so, you know, so he seems right now. And so he came in, I was just like, okay, so you're all set, you want to sign? He's like, yep, let's just take care of it. Signed, he gave him his key, and then he just kind of like walked out of the house, didn't say bye or anything, which, you know, I didn't take offense to or anything. I just like, oh, okay, cool. You know, it's kind of one of those awkward things where it's like you hand him your key, it's like, okay, you have, you know, free reign of the place now. And then it's just kind of like, you know, am I saying bye to you? Are you staying? Like, what's the deal here? So he walked out, he left, or so I thought. He went out to go grab a smoke. He walks out to his car, and I took note of his car just because I like to know what cars like my roommates have. Obviously I'm going to learn over time, but you know, just in case, I don't know, for whatever reason I need to know what cars my roommates drive. And so I took note and saw, you know, he was just outside on the sidewalk smoking. I figured he was going to do that before he took off. Couple hours later, you know, eat dinner, playing some games. Couple hours later, forgot why, but I was looking out the front window. I was just waiting. I was cooking my dinner. This is a couple hours later, right? I eat dinner very, very late. And I look outside and I see some lights on the sidewalk. So I took a look out, and his car was still there. The fog lights were on. The headlights were on, just the fog lights. And I could see the center console inside was also on. I was like, that's odd, because he's not here right now, but his car, and this is his car, but his car's here, and the parking lights are on, or the fog lights, whichever one they were. I suppose they were probably fog lights. It's like, that's odd. And I don't see him outside. I can't tell if he's in his car or not, because there's no like lights on in the car or anything. So where'd he go? And even if he was on the sidewalk, like, why is he just chilling with his lights on? So I didn't want to be a creeper and like walk up to the car and like look inside and all that. So instead, what I did is I got inside my car, drove around the block, just around the corner, because I had to come behind him, kind of slow down and look inside the car. Well, not only was he not inside the car, but his car was also idling. So I was like, okay, this is a little weird. This is a bit like a horror movie. I feel like I'm gonna need to, like, you know, turn off his car, and then someone's gonna pop up behind me and stab me in the back. So I just went inside. I was like, okay, this is weird. I don't really know what's going on. A couple hours later, look outside again. Car is still there, still idling. Lights are still on. He's nowhere to be found. Like, I have zero idea what is going on. But I know that if I go out there, there's going to be some dude with a mask who's taken my roommate, slashed his face off, and I'm going to be next. And I'm not prepared for that movie. So I went to bed, woke up, car's gone. No idea what happened. Still don't know. The easy solution would be to text him and ask him. But I feel like it would be a little bit weird to be like, hey, dude, so I've been watching your car for like 6 hours. What's the deal? You know, that's a little strange. It's a little strange. Yeah, I don't want that. Critical hits, split needles into 2 projectiles. Both are copies of the original. Yeah, that seems pretty good. Still physical. Just want to make. I wanted to make sure it was that one because the other one turns it into magic damage. Yeah, so I think it's just going to be one of those things that's it's a mystery to time. No, I'm sure I will ask him eventually what happened. I'm sure there's a very logical, reasonable explanation. However, I'm guessing that the answer I might get is, that wasn't my car. It's like, you sure about that? You sure about that? Because I kind of saw you get in at one point and pull stuff out of it. Well, that sounds really bad. Or that could sound really bad. But I saw him in the same car when he came to talk to our landlord the first time, like a week or two ago. So it is his car. It's not like he was, I said he's getting in the car and grabbing stuff. That sounds kind of sketch. Ah, here we go. This has got to be the other giant. Although I don't think this is Krampus. I think there's someone else that I was calling Krampus. Maybe this is Krampus. I don't know. That being said, dude, you are going to die by the orbs. There we go. There's the Elder Giant. So we get that cleared out. Broker's Cape. Nah, Holy Relic. Every 30 seconds when damaged, cast Holy Light. Heals 50 HP and regenerates 0.5 seconds. Ooh. When full health, drops a power-up? And then we already have that. Well, unfortunately, I think I'm still sending up the Elven Slippers, so these don't really matter. I wonder if there's a way later in the game to increase, like, the strength of the well. So that way you can send up multiple items in a run. That would be super nice. Because sending only one is kind of a struggle bus. So if there is a way to increase that number in the future, that would be crazy helpful. Although, to be fair, there's not like a whole... I was actually surprised with how small the catalog of items in this game actually is. It's not as big as I ever thought that it would be. But I guess I'm so used to now a lot of games just kind of put on the same skin and just throw on different stats on items just to kind of pad it out. Which isn't necessarily always the best thing. You know, like sometimes it's just beneficial to have less items, but the items are far more specialized, which is definitely how I feel this game's doing it, you know. It's not a lot of items where it's like, well, this one gives you 1 extra damage, but this one gives you 10 extra crit. It's like, no, it doesn't work like that. It's like a lot of these are very, very specific items. Although, you know, things like the quick hand gloves obviously are a little bit more general, but like Elven Slippers are like very specific in what you're trying to do. Holy Relic is very specific in what you're trying to do. Go for attack speed. What do we got? 3.5 minutes left. Not too bad, not too bad. We should be able to clear this no problem. I really haven't felt like we were really in trouble at all with this build. Area radius, total stacks. Yeah, we'll take that. Should get that area a little bit bigger so that way we don't have to be, you know, right up on the boss to deal damage with him. Is this the... This is just the guy stuck in ice, right?
With his cold, beating heart removed, all that remained was relentless hate.
Wish they could go a little bit faster.
Mesmerized by its pounding, the Lord's last lieutenant captured it.
The hating
and
heart.
disappeared into the raging blizzard. Only the ghostly lights deep in the frozen hollow.
Yeah, so there's clearly a puzzle here. I don't... So if this is still here, I'm assuming I haven't done the quest. So... Oh, wait. So am I supposed to follow the torches? I bet that's what I'm supposed to do. Here we go. Just go base crit chance on these. I don't know if we'll have enough time, but from my experience when I did the blood trail on the first map earlier today, and that one I didn't have to go too far. I think the first struggle is just figuring out where to start. But once you know where to start, then you can kind of piece it together and figure it out pretty simply. And again, this is all assuming that I am correct, that I need to follow these lights to whatever this heart thing is. If it's not, then I look kind of silly. But there's clearly, you know, these lights are fairly scarce. So there's nothing down there. Ah, here's a light. So, okay, so we're still heading in the right direction. Again, assuming that I'm correct about this. Probably have to go this way, maybe? Yep, okay, still going the right direction. As long as we don't loop back around on ourselves, I guess that's the point where I could potentially screw this up. But I think at this point we're still good. I'm assuming that they would space these out enough. We only have a minute left, though. I don't know that I'm going to have enough time to get there. Depends on how far this thing is. Oh, there's the light. Okay, yeah, so like here, which way do I go? I'm assuming that I just keep going this way? Although I'm not seeing a light, and I feel like at... Oh, there we go, there we go. Let's go attack speed. I'm assuming it's just going to be this way. I'm kind of just taking whatever my instincts are, like, for the direction. Again, I only have 20 seconds, although I can just kind of kite the boss kind of indefinitely if I need to figure out where to go. So it's not up here. Oh, there's the light. Okay. There's nothing up there. Is it down here? Yep. Okay, there's one light down here. I wonder if it's just something I can pick up. Because if that's the case, can I beat the boss and still pick it up? Yeah, this thing is far. Again, assuming that I am doing the right thing, it is quite far away. Although I could be just chasing a big old nothing burger. I'm literally just walking in circles. Or there's just nothing and these are just random torches. Which is definitely a possibility. but I don't think that there's any negative repercussions of not, like, fighting the boss head-on the entire time. I guess it's just, can you survive? But I think I can survive plenty at this point. Okay, I thought I was gonna take, like, fatigue damage for not fighting this thing. Okay, we might have lost our way. Nope. Okay, we're back on track. Yeah, I think now I'm just going in circles, because that area looks familiar. Yeah, I don't know if I'm doing things correctly here. I might just be full of crap. Because there's, like, nothing. This would have to be the farthest thing. Unless that maybe the flame is pointing me the direction I need to go. Right? Like, if it's leaning... So, like, if it's leaning to the left or right, it's kind of determining which... So, like, this way, I need to go this way because it's leaning that way. But then if you go here, I guess you would do this. This, you go this way. I'm kind of just making assumptions here. I'm not actually sure. Again, I might just be chasing ghosts here as well. Okay, that being said, we are starting to die, so oh my Jesus Christ. Okay, let's not actually die here. Oh my God, I forgot we had that. Thank the Lord. I think that just saved the run. That 100% just saved the run. Oh my God. Yeah, we've come in a complete circle, right? Because this is the well. Huh. Okay, so I'm gonna have to look that up. Because I feel like I was onto something, but maybe I'm just full of crap. Did we even get close to the 3? Oh my God. See, like, how does that do like no damage? I'm so surprised this did like no damage. Even the needle, like, we took the needle so late. Was I just literally not running into anything? I felt like I was. Clay Golem, you suck. You suck big. Holy moly. Even this, we took last and it did more damage than you. Alright, well, that being said, you know, we completed the quest that we were going for. You know, we got the Norseman. That's a start. You know, we're unlocking all of the characters, and not only that, but we did, of course, beat the Lord of Hate. So now we've unlocked everything in Agony, so we can start doing... And I think that might be... No, if I had to guess, there's one more character. Oh, yeah, there's a Sage character. That character's over here, and that'll be everyone. So we'll have all the characters unlocked. So, yeah, so now I need to start looking into the shrine thing and figuring out how exactly that works. And then beyond that, you know, start collecting... Oh, man, did we actually... Hang on. We got to... Did I unlock anything? Dang it! Dang it! they were split, and I haven't locked anything for this. All right, so I'll probably do a little bit more grinding, get a little bit more, you know, equipment, stuff like that. Try and unlock some of these because, yeah, we're having some struggles over here. But, yeah, guys, that's going to do it for this one. Thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy, would you kindly smash the like button, subscribe to the channel for more roguelike action just like this. But, guys, I've been Ganyonz. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see y'all next time.